This is Beaverville. Come on in.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
I'm like a dog in heat.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 20th day of March. Welcome to Friday on the Power Trip Morning Show 2026. Here we are. It's Friday, the initials game, and .com Tom Pellicero's coming in, and Cast 1000. So let's get her started. Here's Jim Gaffigan. It's the Power Trip Morning Show on a beautiful Friday morning. Now come on in. I am glad you're here.
It's not always winter. There's spring. People love spring. That's a fun day. What a lie spring is, right? I always spend the entire spring waiting for it to be spring, right? You're like, is it spring? No, it's snowing. Next day, you're like, is it spring? No, it's 90 degrees. I guess we miss those tiny white flowers.
I'm Bill Zinford.
Finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride. For the warriors. Never giving up the lead. To take it to the top.
Power Trip Morning Show, Friday, March 20th, 2026. I'm Corey Cove. That's Chris Hockey. That's Meat Sauce Paul Lambert. There's Zach Alverson. No Creasel today. He's at Disney.
Lucky.
Must be rich.
Yeah, he's been there a long time.
All week, man.
Amazing, man.
Who's more jealous? You, Zachary, because you love Disney, or Sauce because he's never been there? Because his dad never took him.
The cool thing, though, about Sauce and the gift that his dad gave him is the fact that he hasn't gone there and that he is going to be able to experience it for the first time with his own son. So,
yeah,
it's
that's
good and
a
bad.
few years out, though. I love all the pictures that everybody posts about it because it looks great. I've never been. I think it was
dad.
Tenna posted the Tron ride. That looked cool.
Oh, my God, dude.
Chloe got all dolled up yesterday in the bibbity-bobbity boo thing. That looked great.
Did you just fix the salary cap?
Yes, you can do both there. They fix the salary cap and dress you up like a princess. But yeah, when I go, it'll be great.
Corey would only need one more wish.
I've only been once, or I haven't been at all. So when I go, it'll be great.
It'll be the once, yeah.
And that'll probably be it. I probably won't go again.
No, you'll go back.
Well, no, because by the time my son takes my grandkids, I'll be like 91.
Go back when he's a teenager.
Jeez, you're
we'll go
thinking
back
ahead
once.
here.
We'll go once.
You're already a 90-year-old grandfather in this scenario?
Yeah.
Slow time down, buddy. Slow it down.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go once. I can't wait, though. It looks fun, man. The weather looks great. Nobody is ever sad at Disney World or Land. It looks like a great spot. Hog's Daddy's been.
It's the happiest place on earth.
Have you been to both, Hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where's the wand bit?
That's Universal.
Universal. So that's in California?
That's Florida.
Oh, Florida. Okay.
There's one in California.
Yeah. Didn't you go to the one in California?
I did, yeah.
Oh, I thought you went to the one in Orlando.
Nope.
Oh, wow. You went to California.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was, yeah. So all that stuff will be great. Because as you've always said, Corey, the mouse owns you. So you just buy and buy and
Completely
buy.
owns you.
It doesn't matter. You just spend the money and you move on. But
it's the walk of shame when you're done with Disney.
Yeah.
You walk back and you're like, Jesus, where is all my money? It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, it's like that
the memories remain.
And it's gone. Yeah.
And it's gone.
It'll be fun once we go. I thought my money was gone yesterday. I thought we were going to lose Duke.
They should have lost.
They should have lost.
Yeah, Sienna. That was, like the classic sports talk radio debate. Did Duke win it or did Sienna lose it? Right, and the answer is almost inevitably both.
Yeah.
I think it was way more yesterday that Siena lost it than Duke won it.
Weren't they up by double digits?
They were up 13. This is the play that changed the whole game. They were up 13, and the big, tall, goofy kid for Duke for Siena.
Yeah.
Missed a dunk, and then Duke dunked it about 3 seconds later on a fast break. So a 4-point swing with a missed dunk.
Yep.
Should have been up 15. Instead, they were up 11. And I go, this game's over.
Yep.
That was it. Your margin of error is so thin.
Yeah.
Can't miss a dunk when you're 9,000 feet tall.
No.
And he did. And Duke comes down and dunks it. And I go, this game's over. They just blew it.
And I think the Michigan and Howard game, I think Howard was only down like 4 points at halftime.
Poor Howie.
It's the best, man.
Yeah. It's
Tournament's
great.
the best.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun yesterday.
Yesterday at the Mystic Lake Hop House, it was badass. A lot of people, good times, gave away a few TVs. It was super fun.
So no Creasel today. He's at Disney. Parrish is back in about a month. People keep asking about him. I saw when we mentioned yesterday, Chris, you're like, he's fine. We'll see him in a little bit.
Yeah.
He'll be back in a handful of weeks. Parrish back in the mix, but he's not here today. Marnie will be here later, a little bit late. Pellicero, though, rolling in about 7:30, and he'll play initials at 8:15.
Man, how about yesterday, Lieber posting about his order he thinks that the quarterbacks will be in, and the social media world losing his mind. He had to post a rebuttal video yesterday.
Because he had it Wentz 1, Murray 2, McCarthy 3.
And he had to repost a video from Turds and Tacos yesterday about it. Man, people are, the quarterback thing is outstanding in the middle of March. I love how passionate Vikings fans are in the middle of March.
You sound a lot like Stephen Wright in the first segment of most shows. Is it because you haven't had enough coffee sips, or what's the deal?
It's probably, I haven't had enough coffee yet. I got to let it cool down. The old coffee wasn't that, it was warm, but this coffee is scorching hot for about a half hour. Sometimes I bring it back here and it burns my hands when I carry it. And now it's cooled down to the perfect temperature.
It burns my hands when I carry it.
Hands. But yeah, now it's great. I'm all set for my cup of coffee. Cup of coffee in the big time.
A cup of coffee in the big time?
In the big time. Macho Man. Haven't you seen that one? We have it. We play it all the time.
Nope.
He's talking
No idea
about
what you're talking
Joey
about.
Steamboat. He walks up to
Ricky Steamboat?
Ricky Steamboat. Joey Steamboat, I think, is a NASCAR driver.
Jesus Christ.
No.
But he walks up
What the
to
hell's happening?
who's the guy that
Mean Gene Okerlund.
Mean Gene Okerlund.
Ricky the Dragon.
Yeah, and he says, "What's this?" And he goes, "It's Ricky the Dragon's cup of coffee in the big time." And then he throws it over his shoulder. It's great.
What planet are you currently on?
Earth.
That is correct.
Yeah. We've played it a lot.
I don't remember ever hearing that.
Yeah, he says cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that never was played on this show.
Oh, who's saying that? ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Kelly's a saint.
Okay. Yes, she is.
Oh.
Hold on. I just Googled cup of coffee. That's not going to work. Cup of coffee.
Dear God.
Yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage aimed at Ricky the Dragon Steamboat before WrestleMania 3.
What show are you listening to?
Are you listening to this show?
Yeah.
This show. Do you have Tom Bernard in your ears?
No. I'm listening to this show.
Check, check.
Hello?
Man.
I heard you.
Okay. I wish you'd get eaten by an alligator.
Me?
Yeah.
Man, it would take that alligator a long time to eat. If you...
But he'd be so happy. He'd be like,
He'd be very happy.
it's like me at an old country buffet back in the old days.
Yep.
Like you and me with burritos in front of our faces.
Oh, yeah. And then asking why we're so fat after we have multiple things
Just
of sour
crying.
cream.
But you know how they always put animals down after human attacks because they're like, well, now that animal has a taste for human.
Yeah.
That gator would have to be put down because he'd be like, God dang.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Man, I've been missing out.
But
It's
he'd
a
never
lot of
have,
fat.
He'd never have to eat again.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he'd be like what are the animals? Like a bear hibernating. He'd never have to eat again.
Like I was always worried when they gave me a jawbreaker that I would choke and die on it because it was so big.
Yeah.
What if your head choked and killed an alligator?
It would set the the species back a while.
Do you think he would say, like, man, my eyes were bigger than my mouth?
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Or like an anaconda, how they swallow their prey whole. It'd be weird if some snake tried to swallow you feet first, and then by the time it got to your head, it was like, I
can't.
I got to throw this thing up.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
I can't.
It's not
and then I
happening.
survived.
Yeah.
And then all of his snake friends were like, that's why we told you to try the head first, because otherwise you're wasting your time. I know. I just thought I could do it.
It's a waste of time.
If he swallowed you whole, don't you think people would be like, that snake ate a medicine ball?
Yeah. Yeah, they would. Yeah. Because my lovely lady lumps would fill it.
Zach, your hands up.
Where there was a snake or an alligator that catches up to Sauce, gets him, starts eating him. How quickly does Sauce give up the fight and just
immediately? Immediately.
Yeah.
But I think at some point, if a snake,
correct.
like if a large enough snake starts to wrap around you, there's not much you can do.
Agreed.
What would you rather be attacked
We'd all meat
by?
sauce it.
What would I rather be attacked?
What would you rather be killed by? I think it's a snake because you.
I think you're dead from a gator much faster. It might be painful, but you're I think you're toast pretty quick.
I think if a snake wraps itself, there's a large enough snake. Randy claims there's like an 80-foot snake somewhere in the world.
Probably South America.
Yeah. And if that thing wrapped
Snakes don't
around
have
you.
feet.
Randy
It
thinks
would,
they do.
Yeah, he thinks they do. It would crush you from the ins, like it would crush you as it went.
Hence the name constrictor and
Yeah.
boa constrictor.
Yeah.
It constricts your opportunity to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of them.
I wish I'd do that to you.
Me?
Hey, a 500-pound man
Oh, hello.
is now in advanced life support after being rescued from a hole in Southern California. Happened at a construction site yesterday in Pomona. The man was not a construction worker, but he somehow fell down a hole about 3 or 4 feet in diameter. Los Angeles County Fire Department called their urban search and rescue team, performed a trench rescue. The 40-year-old man was taken to Pomona Valley Medical Center, and he's on advanced life support. How did he
not see the hole?
Well, and I guess I don't know. Can a 500-pound man walk?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think so. But think about this. This is the thing that sucks for a guy that's 500 plus is if a guy that's $150 falls into a hole, they just get him out and it's not the end of the world.
My leg.
Yeah,
Right.
my leg.
But this guy walking along, bites it into a hole, and they have to do what did he call it? Trench rescue?
Trench rescue, yeah.
And then now the headline isn't, man saved from random hole at a construction site. It's now the headline is his actual weight. This guy's like, God dang it. If this ain't motivation to start walking and not get away from construction.
Maybe that
holes.
was his first day going for a walk.
Yeah. He's
You know
like,
what? It's 2026. It's March.
But pay attention.
I'm going to go ahead and today's the day. I'm starting. I'm going to walk every day. I'm going to lose all this weight. Here I go. I'm doing it. And then he falls in a GD hole.
Hawk, were there any random holes that you had to avoid in Southern California back in the day?
Yeah. I didn't avoid them.
No, he did not.
I fell down every one of them.
Was there also a trench rescue?
I needed a couple of. I fell into one. I was like, what are you guys doing in here?
Yeah.
How many people were in this trench?
Wasn't that lady you'd call?
Faye?
Yeah. The picture of them pulling him out is where is
Me?
you sit. No.
Oh.
Of pulling out this 500-pound man.
Yeah.
Is where you go, this is the moment I have to get my life back on track.
How old did you say he was?
40.
Yeah. His shirt's up to his T-words.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, again,
is
it necessary to tell us how much he weighed?
I
in
don't
the
think
story?
so.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I think he's probably
That's
like,
why
you could have
click
left
on
that
it.
out.
Yeah.
But that's why they click on it.
Is there a chance he was Hansel and Gretel'd into the hole?
Maybe.
Right.
Like if somebody put In and Out in the hole. No pun intended.
It looks, though, from these pictures, it looks like it was like he walked through this construction zone that had this hole covered in like wood boards and they broke.
Oh, okay.
And he fell in.
What was he doing walking through the construction site?
No.
Yeah, get out of there.
Did you just say,
Applying for the wrecking ball job?
Yeah. trying to find the Village People.
Oh.
Yeah, he's spelling Montana. You cut him off. Man, you sip a lot of coffee.
Well, I'm trying to. I have to get
Yeah, you got to wake that ass up.
Yeah, man.
So, NCAA tournament.
Why don't...
Yesterday.
Slurp it.
You're a slurper.
Wisconsin Badgers lost.
Ugh, that's such a gross sound.
It sure is.
do it.
I'm not doing it. I don't go...
You don't hear it?
Everybody can hear it.
You don't hear it?
The guy whose cup this belongs to does it.
Ugh. That guy ripped me yesterday, I guess.
Who did?
Who, Rosie?
Yeah.
I was with them last night.
Yeah, I saw. All right, listen to Rosie yesterday. He said you don't live in the same reality as the rest of us. You live in your own reality.
I was with them last night.
And
I got to tell you guys a story off the air.
I can't wait.
You remember what I texted you about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to CJ Ham and Adam Thielen's retirement thing.
Oh, sweet.
right on.
And Rosie was there. And his beloved, who
Yeah.
works for the Vikings.
Who's wonderful.
She does.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
And Rosie's going to Italy. Did you guys know that?
oh,
No, he told you that?
Yeah. And he asked me what your problem was.
Me?
Yes,
yeah. What's your
I don't
problem
have
with
a
it?
problem.
Oh my gosh, are you going to say here on the radio at 546 you don't have a problem with Mark
No,
Rosie?
I don't have a problem with him.
I got messages for you. He relayed some messages to me.
I like
for
ripping him
you.
like everybody else. Everybody rips him.
No. From his perspective, you are the instigator.
you're the instigator.
You're the 500-pound man.
You bring out the worst in all of us.
Okay. Well, then from this moment on, I will not rip him on the air
It's too
anymore.
late.
Yesterday,
It's too late.
They were debating because Common said that you claimed that Rosie was walking around waving his bracket in Vegas one year.
Okay.
Yes, he's still pissed about that, by the way.
In my defense, Common calls me, my kiddo literally pooped himself.
Well, yeah, he's a baby.
Because Common called you?
No, probably. So I have Common on speakerphone as I'm changing my son, and I'm half paying attention, and Common said something about how Rosie's going to walk in today and tell him how every bracket he's filled out, he has like 3 wrong, but the part he doesn't tell you is he has like 14 brackets. And then I said, half listening, I go, well, he'll probably bring in his handwritten bracket to show you. Common, I got to go. This is more of a mess than I thought it would be. Hang up. Change my son. I'm standing at the Hop House, and the 417 number comes on my phone, and I go, God damn it, I'm getting fired again. They're firing me over the phone. It's the first thing I thought.
God, you're paranoid.
I am.
Can't blame him.
Yes.
We don't need 4 people on this show.
Right. It's going to be over for me.
You need a sip.
And I answer, and it's stupid-ass Brett going, hey, will you come on the Common Man show? And they're ripping you. And I go,
That's a really good Brett impression.
I'm at the Hop. Like, I can't, no. And I go, what am I getting ripped about? And he goes, Rosie is pissed that you said he walks around with a bracket. And
Yeah,
I
you said
go,
in Vegas that he was waving around like a correct bracket.
Would you like me to do an impression of what happened yesterday at Adam Thielen's
Sure.
and CJ Ham's retirement
Of course.
party?
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the reception. There are 200 people around. Everybody there for CJ and his family, Adam Thielen and his family. Rosie comes in late. What's Sauce's problem? He goes, why would I be standing around? Again, everybody's talking about Adam Thielen and CJ Ham. And he walks over to me and Bob Hagan, and he goes, why would I be walking around waving my brackets in the air? Why would I be doing that? Now, mind you, I have no F-word idea what he's talking about. Because I didn't know the bit. I didn't know. Everybody in the cafeteria at the TCO is going, what is he talking about? Because he's talking at the top of his lungs. Why would I do that? Why would I be walking around? What's his problem?
Why would he do that? Matt Skelko. So he claimed on Common Show that you claimed that it was in Vegas, specifically in Vegas.
All I
waving
said
a bracket around
to Common was, I bet he brings in his bracket to show you today. I gotta go. My son pooped. That's
Literally.
it. I never said anything about Las Vegas to him.
You know what my favorite thing about Common is everybody here, if we get dirt on somebody else, we're like, oh, my sources say you were waving a bracket around in Vegas. Common will just go, Sauce told me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right
then
out
they
here.
do an hour of it.
Sauce claims that you did it. No, Sauce told me. He said you were waving a bracket around in Vegas. That's what Sauce said. It's like, everybody knows you just say, my source is saying you were waving around a bracket in Vegas. Then you make the guy guess which one of us talked behind your back.
Yeah, and then
That's how you do it.
Rosie's first or second guess would be me.
It'd be right.
And I'm
make him
fine.
guess. Right.
But-
Make him jump through a couple of hoops.
Why would I do that? I don't know what you're talking about. And please.
So for the record, you did not see him waving a bracket around in Vegas.
No. All I said was...
We know what you said.
He'll bring his bracket in here to show you.
Why would I do that? I don't know. Mark, this is CJ Ham.
Yeah.
This is his daughter. This is his dad and his mom. Here's his wife. Why?
I can't wait for the off-air story.
Why do you get? Yeah, you're an instigator.
You are, man. Why are you doing that?
Well, I'm sorry.
Don't tell us dirt. We don't want to hear the dirt. We don't care. We
I
want
don't
everybody
have the
just
dirt.
to live their lives.
All right.
Dirt.
I am the dirt.
Builders and Remodelers brings you segment 1. Thanks, Builders and Remodelers.
Thank you, builders and remodelers. Welcome back. Here we are. Power Trip Morning Show. There he is. Meets us, Paul Lambert.
Hi.
Who likes to
Instigator.
stir things up.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
says terrible things about
Sorry,
our friends.
Rosie. I apologize.
A Louisiana law enforcement official allegedly was attacked by a naked woman who informed investigators she had aspirations of becoming a mermaid. Union Parish Sheriff's Office in Louisiana told Us Weekly that Aaron Sutton generated a call to 911 for allegedly trespassing on a property. The property had a substantial pool that belongs to her neighbor, who had called the police. He told dispatchers that Sutton had been swimming nude in the pond.
I'd also like to see her topless.
She refused to leave the water. The officers arrived at the scene.
I love it.
She started screaming when she was asked to leave the water. So it was not the first time Sutton had availed herself of the pond. I like that wording. Availed herself of the pond. The repeated past warnings to stay out of the water because of the oil slick had been summarily ignored. Deputies allege they tried to reason with her. She refused because she was, quote unquote, trying to be a mermaid.
I love it.
Yeah, well, let's hear her out. Let's hear both sides.
Randy was right.
The officers eventually coaxed the sea nymph wannabe out of the pond.
Who wrote this? This is a fantastic
This is
job.
Us Weekly.
Yeah, that's how you write.
Yeah.
See? AI's not ready to take over quite yet.
No, I might have written it, but yeah.
After they got onto the land, presumably changing from fish form back into human, she suddenly charged at the officers. She had to be tased.
What a voice, though.
Yeah.
Sauce, how did she
She just
sound?
wants to be part of our world.
A whole new world.
The wrong movie.
I'm pretty sure it's the wrong movie. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Under the Sea.
There you go.
No, but how did she sound, though? Because that was Sebastian.
Oh, how did she sound? The sea nymph?
The mermaid, yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think you've ever seen that movie.
So she sings.
Were you? You must have been an Ariel guy, right?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that hit you right in the, I mean, that was 89 or something.
I mean,
you would have been
it would have been 9.
perfect
Yeah.
age.
Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, how old was Hawk when he was calling those ladies?
9.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact that I married a redhead has nothing to do with Little Mermaid. Again, if anything, it's way more Scooby-Doo related. Not even close.
Yeah.
Daphne was a smoke show. Is a smoke show.
So you're taking Daphne over Ariel?
Yeah, she's 100% human, just like iHeart. Guaranteed human.
Yeah, just like that article.
By the way, she was charged with public intoxication, so she must have been smashed. And much like Ariel, giant areoli.
Pull your hands up.
The lady who thinks she's a mermaid would.
100%.
I'm looking at her right now.
You know, it's
Yes.
like if this is 80% of the states in the union, you just arrest her, right?
Yeah.
But you said Louisiana, correct?
Louisiana.
There's about an 80% chance that an officer in Louisiana is like, why don't you get in the pool just so I can verify you're not a mermaid?
She's weird.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he might even be like, I don't think this is impossible. So if you change into a mermaid, I'm not going to arrest you. But if you don't, I got to bring you in. Right?
Yeah.
There's a chance that he at least was curious.
Sure.
She might be telling the truth.
Yeah, she might.
I don't know how this
No,
works.
you don't know. She might be mermaid. For real.
It's the same thing as it's the witch stuff. You know?
There's some
tell you
voodoo
what.
magic down there in New
She's
Orleans.
a voodoo maggot. She likes Slipknot.
What are you
love New
British
Orleans.
now?
Yeah,
What a hellhole.
I've never been.
She smells like fish, so that's one thing for sure.
All right.
Well, she's a mermaid.
So I'll sing any other song from Little Mermaid.
Yeah, sing it.
Go.
What? It's not a whole new world. No, that's
Aladdin.
Under the Sea. No. What's the song Ursula sings?
Let's get on with it.
Why does she sound like Forrest Gump?
She's impatient.
Let's get on with it. What's the one song?
Swimming.
It's better up there.
It's a U2 one, I believe.
What is the song? I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't seen that movie in like 20 years.
Do you have Disney Plus?
No.
Are you going to get Disney Plus
Yes.
when Lou Dog's ready to watch some?
Yes.
Again, is he just watching crime
No,
docs?
he watches sports. He didn't want to. I mean, we don't plop him in front of the TV.
But I mean, has he seen Sesame Street?
Oh, yeah. Part of your world. Thanks, Minium.
Have you seen
Is this a joke?
Bundy Street?
Party.
Oh,
world.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not whole new world.
That's why I've seen a lot of the OJ trial.
Yeah, exactly. He's never seen Bert and Ernie, but he sure as hell knows Making a Murderer.
Oh, yeah.
You seen
she
Steven
doesn't
and
watch-
Brendan?
She doesn't watch that in front of him. But she's seen, like, I think we watched the Night Stalker document. No, we did not. He watches a lot of sports. We watch a lot of sports at our house. Like today, starting at 11:10. You have to be disappointed in me all the time.
No, I'm not. Rosie is. You're an instigator.
Well, whatever.
What's your problem?
What is your problem?
You can kiss it, Rosie. I'm not the only one who's mean to you.
You can.
No, but you instigate.
How dare you?
Common does an hour
Rosie
ripping
is
him.
a legend in this market,
Yeah, whatever. I love Rosie.
I think.
Sounds like it. Front Page Sports is next. This is the Power to Morning Show on the Fan.
Hang out with Max Fuller and I today at Hop House for our Bracket Bash watch parties. We tip them off at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. with wall-to-wall action from the tournament. Speaking of walls, how about the wall in your living room? You can put a 65-inch TV up there potentially, as we have your shot at big prizes. We have more than a few 65-inch TVs to give away today. So join us at Hop House. All the details at KFAN.com. Keyword calendar. Hop House at Mystic Lake.
You still have 60 of them? Didn't Sauce give any away yesterday?
No. He gave away the 55-inch TVs we had.
Way to go, Sauce.
Yeah,
I have six.
my fault.
Did you say one for me?
No. Gave 2 of them away. The crowd loved it. It's a great spot to watch basketball. Go see Zacho and Max today.
Yeah, man.
It's super fun.
Man, I got a quicksand story. A real life, honest to goodness quicksand story.
I didn't know that was real.
I didn't either.
Somebody die or just get caught?
Wouldn't you like to know? You have to wait.
We'll find out.
Shouldn't
tell
they
you.
call it slow sand? Because it slows you down. You slowly go down. There's nothing quick about quicksand.
What is the deal?
I know
with
it sounds like a
quicksand?
stand-up comedy, but I think I hit on something here. Why is it called quicksand? It's not quick. It's a slow and painful death.
Rosie.
I didn't think it really existed.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought it was like bed bugs.
It's an absolute bitch in a lot of Mario games, though.
Or Geddy Lee.
Mario 2.
Or Bugs Bunny.
It is one of those things that like you think is a way bigger deal as a kid.
Yeah.
And you grow up, you're like, oh, it's
It's not. Yeah, it's not
Exactly.
everywhere.
The Millennium bit.
Yeah. All right. Sports is Sports.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
All right, for a limited time, you can get a bunch of Red Bull at Holiday. 2 for $6 or 3 for $8.50. The 8.5-ounce Red Bulls, you can mix and match any flavors you want, including the spring edition. Go to Holiday this morning, get some Red Bull. Wake up, get some energy. You know, you got a lot of basketball to watch.
Ton.
You probably got some gasoline to buy, so you buy some gas, then you get some Red Bull. Grab some of those donuts or cookies.
You can
later in the day,
get
get those pretzels.
7th Avenue Pizza at Holiday, get that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever you want at Holiday.
Good Diet Coke.
And that.
All right, let's start with our guy. I know there's a lot of other things to talk about, but let's start with our guy for a second. The University of Nebraska, right? Head coach Fred Hoiberg. They were in the NCAA tournament yesterday against something called Troy.
Yeah.
Just one guy.
Straight out of Ohio.
So Nebraska was a 4, Troy was a 13. Nebraska cruises to a 76-47 win. That was the first ever win in the NCAA tournament for Nebraska. Which kind of is nuts. I know they're a football school, but isn't it kind of nuts that a school that's as big as Nebraska is had never won an NCAA tournament game? Isn't that nuts?
Nuts.
What was their all-time record before yesterday in the NCAA tournament? What was their record all-time before yesterday?
Man.
Sauce, you go first.
Before... you
weren't listening.
No, I was. What was the record before yesterday? That couldn't have been the first time they were ever in the tournament. 0 for 5.
Chris, Zach?
I'm going to say 0 for 11.
I had the number 13 in my head.
They first made the tournament in 1986. They were 0-8 all time until yesterday. Wow. Finally broke through thanks to Freddie Hoiberg and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. They did it.
Good for
them.
them.
They got it done.
You did.
Way to go, Freddie.
Yeah, well done. They dominated.
Not dominating the Minnesota Wild. Chicago beat them 2-1. Nico Sturm scored in the second to make it 2-1 Chicago, but we could not get the tying goal. So the Wild 6 points behind Dallas, and they host Dallas tomorrow, 3 o'clock.
Hello.
Zachary, realistic question for you. Let's say the Wild lose to Dallas tomorrow, and it's an 8-point gap, right? With what? 11, 12 games, 13 games, something like that to play, right?
Yeah.
If you lose tomorrow and you're essentially all but locked into number 3, how much does your ice time strategy change the remainder of the season?
I think
significantly.
I think it already has.
Oh, it already has.
I mean, Kirill practiced yesterday morning, was on in the morning skate, and then didn't play last night. And they say, it was just, and according to Russo, it was some hit on Tuesday that he was feeling funny. But I mean, if they were seriously thinking they could leapfrog Dallas, I think he would have played. So I think it's already, especially the last week with all the points they've left on the table. I don't think there's much of a chance at all at this point of leapfrogging Dallas. I think they're pretty set in on the third spot. They haven't played horrible. It's not last weekend they probably should have won one, if not both those games. Yesterday, I don't think they deserved a win. They maybe deserved better because they did hit 2 posts in the third period. And but yeah, it's
already started.
But it's nice though because they earned this. They played so damn well that they can lose these games and they're still going to make the playoffs. They're still going to be that third spot, and let's just get healthy and get ready for Dallas in the postseason. But tomorrow should be fun too. Jared Spurgeon, 1,000 games. They're going to recognize him before. This game's been sold out since like December, I guess. So it's going to be a playoff atmosphere at Grand Casino Arena tomorrow at 3.
Sweet.
That is going to be really
time.
Cool. Really, really cool. The Wolves host Portland tonight at 7 o'clock. The Wolves have won 3 of 4. They have 12 games left, 5 at home, 7 on the road. And they do have 1 home and 1 road against Detroit, which all of a sudden on the schedule looked little daunting, but now Cade Cunningham dealing with a collapsed lung. He's expected to miss a couple of weeks, so we'll see if that impacts the Wolves' schedule against the Detroit Pistons. But they got Portland tonight.
Yeah, 2.5-point favorites. They've won 2 straight. They should win tonight. You hope that they can keep that effort, even though they'll be without Ant for at least another week. Yeah, you got to win tonight. You got to win these games.
Agreed. Luka scored 60 in a 134-126 win over Miami. Remember when Bam scored 83?
Yeah.
Bam.
Sauce, you like sports, and you might have read this, but you like sports anyway.
Yeah.
Luka scored 60. That ties for the second most in his career. What is Luka Doncic's career high for points in a game?
61.
No, he had 73.
Oh, did he?
Remember when he had 73?
No. Who did he do it against? Hawk, who did he do it against?
The Penguins.
Yep, he did it against the Penguins.
Oh.
Cumberbatch was
I didn't
there.
know that. I didn't know he had 73.
You did. You just forgot. It was a couple years ago.
Yeah. At one point we probably talked about it.
We definitely talked
But
about
it's
it.
long gone.
Isn't your dad 73?
76.
He's getting old.
Aw.
Oh.
No, but that's good. Better than the alternative.
Which is dead?
You don't want to be getting young.
You guys know a bat
Maybe.
could have lips?
A back?
Bat.
A bat has lips or can have lips?
You ready for this? Look up the male
Careful.
What are you Googling?
male hammer-headed bat. Tell me that's not the weirdest looking thing you've ever seen in your life. If I looked out my window and saw
Oh,
that
my
son of a
God.
bitch,
I don't like that. I don't like
It
that.
looks like a camel.
It looks like about 57 different CGI Star Wars characters.
I don't like
Well
this
said.
at all.
if you saw that on your doorstep, you'd be like, well,
My God.
these were the end of times.
It looks like it has a dog's face, kind of.
Look
a
at its
dog's
lips.
face on a bat. It's that I've never seen a thing in my life. That's hideous.
I
don't
know.
want
Yeah,
that
that's hideous.
to exist.
It looks like it should be talking about Republic credits.
Yeah.
It does,
And
you're
telling
right.
you to smoke
Playing in
cigarettes.
the band in that bar.
Exactly.
Ick.
Mos Eisley.
That's terrifying.
From the Isley Brothers?
The same, yeah.
Wow.
Dude, look at his lips.
No thanks.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
That's a weird looking dude.
Corey, your hands up. Yeah, a female one he would, yeah.
I've kissed worse.
Oh.
Yeah, what are the
Hey,
female?
at least I said kissed.
Yeah, good point.
That would be the worst part of this.
Yeah, kissing that thing would be terrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just give it to it.
Yeah. Just get it down. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Can I just get this over with?
What were you
Yeah.
going to say, Zach? Did it have to do with fornicating with this bat's face?
Well, no, you said we had to Google male hammer-headed bat.
The female's fine.
Oh, the
It
female?
looks like a regular old bat.
Oh, wow. So only the men are atrocious in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
species.
Poor thing.
Sorry, Zach.
Sorry, Star.
Yeah.
Tar.
When we come back, a movie that is getting universally praised. Everybody is raving about it, saying this is why we go to the movies. Rotten Tomatoes score through the chart, or through the roof, off the charts. The audience score off the charts. Everybody's raving about the Baby Goose in his new movie. We'll talk to Mr. Z about it after this.
Look up the red-lipped batfish.
I'm not looking that up.
Look it up.
Okay, hang on.
Red-lipped batfish. The son of a bitch is wearing lipstick.
What the hell is this?
What is that?
Can we not?
Nature is weird.
Why are you Googling weird
Stop
animals?
it.
Don't ask me questions you don't want to know the answers to.
Oh.
Look at his lips.
This is one of those bits where you're like, Rosie, it's got an Adam's apple.
No. I didn't say anything, Rosie.
You instigated it. You just texted me and said, do a Rosie joke. It's been a couple of minutes. You started it. Mr. Z in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show.
The Fan.
The tournament is underway. Don't miss a second of the insanity over on 96.7 KFAN Plus and on the free iHeartRadio app, driven by Dave Smith Motors.
Welcome back. All right, I know we got to talk to Mr. Z. But wait until I tell you about this next animal.
Oh, no.
You're just looking for freaks.
I can't believe
Absolute
this thing exists. If you ever wondered about the connection between dinosaurs and birds, I have proof. But first,
Mr. Z to talk about films. Hi, Mr. Z.
Hey, guys. What's up?
What up, DOG?
All right. You love when people say blank movie is going to like revitalize the movie industry because that's the industry you work in. I get it. But, man, everybody is saying that Project Hail Mary with the baby goose, Ryan Gosling, that Project Hail Mary is the reason why movies exist. It's the reason why we go to the theater.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, the fact that it's a movie that really should be seen in the theater and that it's original, it's not part 7 of something or part 3 that it's, based on a very famous book. But yeah, it's beautiful. And it also is fun, if you want to throw that in there. The Project Hail Mary is enjoyable as well as being a good movie. So yeah, it's doing a ton of business, and based on the books, I think the same guy who wrote The Martian wrote this pretty big book. And I guess I'll just start out by saying that kind of one of the more surprising things is I'm not really an Oscar guy anymore, but I really think Ryan Gosling will get a Best Actor nomination for this.
Wow. Even though it's a full calendar year out.
I think, again, let's rewind because the Oscars don't really, I don't really understand them anymore. But if in a normal world, this to me was like when Tom Hanks kind of switched over a little bit from being kind of a comedy, a splash guy into Castaway. Let's say I often want this. If I was going to compare this movie to something, Tom Hanks and Castaway would definitely be part of it. Not saying it was like that, but it had that feeling because he has to be alone a lot, and that's tough to do as an actor. So yeah, it's. And then one more thing I'll say for you guys is I can't wait to hear what you guys say. But the first third of the movie, I kind of was in my brain. I kept thinking it like a Christopher Nolan film, kind of feeling like a Nolan film. But it's way more approachable than that. I had to adjust my attitude a tiny bit about halfway through. That it's way more. You could bring younger people to it. So let's say if you did Castaway and Interstellar mixed a little bit with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, those are the feelings I got while watching this movie.
All right, you just said younger people. It is PG-13. How young are we talking here? What's the lowest you would go?
8th grade? I don't know. I mean, anyone could go. There's nothing super, it's not offensive in any way, but it does require understanding the physics of space travel, and et cetera. So they would be bored possibly if they weren't interested in that. But, watching Ryan Gosling act, and it's taught. In case somebody wants to know a little more about it, at this point, why tell people what it's about? Clearly, but so we know from the trailer. We know you guys talked a little bit that Ryan Gosling wakes up, he's in a spaceship, doesn't know how he got there, and then the rest of it, a lot of times through flashback. He doesn't remember, but he's slowly remembering. So then we get to go, all of a sudden he'll remember something, and then we'll see that scene and so on throughout. And we start to piece together what he's doing there and why he's there. It's really, really good. A little long. If somebody told me they wish it was 10 minutes shorter, I wouldn't blame them for saying that. I don't think it was boring, but it's 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Okay. 95% on your favorite website, but 97% on the audience score. So again, universally loved. You said it's doing big business as an original IP, essentially, but how big are we talking?
Well, last night I just was reading the official numbers say 11 million for a Thursday night preview. Now, for a non-kids, non-horror film, I think Scream opened to 7. Interstellar, no, not Interstellar. Oppenheimer, which again, not fair to compare it to, but it had like a $10.5 million preview, and this one just did 11. Probably plays stronger in bigger markets, but yeah. So if it does 80, that'd be a huge deal for an 80 million. It's projected to do about 60. I think it's going to do more than that, maybe as much as 80 million.
All right, one final question in terms of just like how to see this movie. I've already seen a lot of people online saying that if you have access to IMAX, you should go out of your way to see this at the IMAX theater. Is that fair to say or not?
I would say the biggest screen. If you don't have an IMAX, I don't think you would miss it. But sure, because of some of the filming is done with some interesting switching insiders switching between flat and scope, things like that. But if you didn't have an IMAX, it's still wonderful.
All right, the other movie that's coming out that I literally don't even remember the first one, but Ready or Not 2 is coming out, and I guess is it some kind of a slasher movie? What the hell is Ready or Not? Never heard of the first one.
Ready or Not, the first one was it's very tongue-in-cheek horror. Samara Weaving is married to a really rich guy, kind of out to their castle. And I'll tell you the first one because the first one came out, and she finds out that this family is cursed, and they draw these cards just for fun, and she gets the hide and seek card, which means they have like 12 hours sunrise to kill her, or the family will be cursed. Right. And they say basically go, and she has to, and so they spend the rest of the night hunting her down. Spoiler alert: she makes it, and so hence we have Ready or Not 2, which is kind of the same story rehashed, but the fun is it's not there for the plot; it's there for the fun of the story.
Got it.
So she has to do it again, this time with her sister.
Okay. Anything else?
No, we're good. We're good until 2 weeks from now, Super Mario.
Oh, can't wait.
Bitchin'.
Oh, yeah. Super
It's going to be huge.
Galaxy.
Can't wait.
Oh, man. Okay.
Thanks,
all right,
DOG.
dude. You're the best, man.
Yeah,
thank you.
All right, guys.
All right.
Yep. Thanks later. Bye.
Mr. Z.
He never says I love you back.
Did you
I've
say
said
that
it,
to him?
Yeah, I've said it for years. Never says it back.
Maybe it's time to let the old ways die.
Yeah, maybe you let it go and said it.
Yeah, maybe it's time you just realized he's never going to love you like you love him.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for What Really Matters, brought to you by Ovo LASIK and Lens. OvoEye.com. Go get LASIK.
Ba-da-ba-da.
All right, I'll do scores and stats around the world of sports. Chris will change your life with something else that is more interesting.
Just wait, dude.
Is this more weird?
There's going to be some freak fish again. The Gopher women host number 13 Green Bay. So the women are the 4th seed. Green Bay's 13. University of Minnesota hosting this game at Williams Arena. And the Gophers are 22.5-point favorites on DraftKings.
I think it's on The Score, which is what channel?
93.7.
Yeah, it's on that tonight with Guardsy.
Awesome. What really matters, though, is this.
All right. Now, I would encourage you to watch the YouTube video that's going to come up.
Oh, no.
So you get a real idea. But I want you to look up the Shoe Bill, one word, Shoe Bill, SHOE, Shoe Bill Stork. And tell me that you knew that this 5-foot-tall son of a bitch existed.
Did not know.
It's a dinosaur.
It definitely looks like half.
Oh, yeah.
Half. Yep.
I've seen that thing.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Man.
Well, it's a freak bird.
There's a YouTube video where you can watch it eating fish. And there's one still shot of him eating a monkey, but I can't verify that's true. This sumbitch is huge. It's 5 foot tall.
Yeah, that thing's scary looking.
It's almost as tall as me. And
that's a huge
It
bitch.
looks like a dinosaur.
Freak! Yeah.
Man.
Would you look at that son of a bitch?
That thing's terrifying.
God, I want to see it eat a monkey.
Why?
It looks like my job apparently is just to make references to what pop culture it reminds me of. It looks like half the characters from the Dark Crystal.
It
you
does.
remember the Dark Crystal?
It does.
Yeah.
It does look
Good
like a
reference.
Muppet. It does look like a Muppet.
Totally.
Yeah. It looks like what's the really large Muppet that in
Big Bird?
Like chases. We've talked about it before. It's got like a really sweet name, but it's that big hideous creature. What is that thing called in the Muppets?
Don't know.
Yeah, you know
the
the
giant
one.
brown one though.
Yeah,
I don't know what his name is.
Is it Terry?
Terry.
He doesn't look anything like this guy.
Nobody stares like him.
Similar stare. Okay.
Right into your soul.
Okay.
Yeah. This thing's terrifying, Hogs.
Do you see that picture where it's standing beside that dude?
Yeah.
They're like the same height?
Yeah.
Because I'm 5'6" and he's 5 foot tall.
What if that bird tried to steal your women?
Well, he gonna get pregnant.
He's gonna dance. Yeah, I don't think that of it eating a monkey is a real video.
That's too bad. I would like to watch that.
But it eats a lungfish.
I thought there was more to that sentence.
No, that's it.
Okay. Number 1, Duke holds on, comes back and wins 71-65 over 16th seed Siena, I watched that entire game.
Same.
Siena led the entire first half. They led a good chunk of the second half. And like I said earlier, they had a 13-point lead and missed a dunk that would have put them up 15. And after that, not only did, again, Duke come right back down on a fast break and dunk and make it an 11-point game, you could see the fear after that 4-point swing set into Siena.
Yep.
I think they had about 6 air balls after that. Turnovers. They just looked like that was the moment they realized, oh my gosh, we're going to blow this.
It looks like Ludwig Ober.
Yeah, I think if he dunks that ball and they go up 15 and they're pumped, obvious, this is so easy to say. The whole vibe is different, and I think they can beat them. But that changed the entire final, 13 or 14 minutes of that game. Yeah. That's about, it was somewhere in that range when they missed that dunk. And I'm like, oh man, they're in big trouble.
Yeah.
So, even though they were the first number 16 seed to ever have a double-digit lead at halftime, because they led by 11 at half, they blew it.
Yeah.
71-65. So Duke's moving on.
I for sure thought yesterday we were going to, because Hawk and I have all the 1 seeds, and Duke is the number 1 overall.
They didn't look like it.
They did not look
like it. Not at all.
No. And I'm like, they're going to lose.
Yep. That team's vulnerable as hell.
Oh, yeah. They might not make the Sweet 16.
I know they're 33-2, but man, that looked like a team that was beatable. And by the way, Siena, I think you might have said this earlier, Sauce. Guess how many players they ran out there yesterday?
5.
5. No, the 5 guys.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, great spot. 5 Guys Wales.
No, it's true. I was listening to Barrero and Guernsey on my long trip down south, and they were only playing 5 people.
Yeah, all 5 guys played 40 minutes.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on with you guys?
Yep.
Take a break, brother.
A lot of bricks, a lot of air balls, a lot of bad shots. They just panicked in the second half. They had him on the ropes. What really matters is this.
All right, I'm going to admit this. This is another example of something I didn't know existed for real in the real world until right now. Did you know that narwhals are real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know that thing sticking out of their face is a tooth?
Why do I feel like we've mentioned that? I think I learned that on this show at some point.
I probably said it.
I feel like I've heard that on this show in the past.
Do you know why they have a long tooth sticking out of their face?
Go on.
To break through ice.
Oh, makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Thought it would maybe be to, kill prey, but sure, that makes sense too.
No, it's to break through the ice so they can get some air.
What does the narwhal say to Buddy? Good luck finding your dad.
Finding your dad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
Why does he sound like that?
Hey, do you guys, man, what's the name of the company now? I'm forgetting it. Do you know the guys that made the dire wolves? Remember they brought back the dire wolves and they're working on mammoths and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I saw a 30-second clip on my old Instagram algorithm of somebody.
I heart animals.
Somebody was interviewing that guy, and they asked him, "Could you guys make a unicorn if you wanted to?" And he basically pulled a Jurassic Park. He goes, "Well, I mean, we could, but like, all it takes is one unicorn that either dies or stabs somebody." Like obviously it wouldn't be a flying unicorn, but he basically was it would just be bad press. He's like, I don't see a happy ending to that story if we genetically modify what we need to modify to make a unicorn. But he absolutely said we could do it if we wanted to.
Wow.
We have the technology to do it. We're just not going to.
Jeff Goldblum, would you make a unicorn?
Think about how she likes poop.
She likes poop.
I get scenes in that movie messed up.
Yeah. You combined a couple.
Yeah, it worked, though.
That's terrifying, though. That a guy he's got money and power, and he's like, if I want to, I could.
Yeah, I could.
But I'm not going
He
to.
would have to have a narwhal have sex with a horsey.
That's what he was turned on by.
Yeah. Teeth.
He said the technology is getting the horse to float long enough.
Oh.
Yep.
So the narwhal can have his way.
Yep.
It's honestly really graphic.
Narwhal, get your tooth out of there.
Oh. Freak! Freak. Poor Mr. Narwhal.
This show's been weird today.
Good luck getting it on with your dad, Sauce.
Well, he said, what? Papa?
What?
I don't know, man.
Have more coffee. We'll do more of what really matters. I'm trying to be, but man, it's tough sometimes.
Tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really tough. More of what really matters after this. Tom Pelissero in about an hour or so. Initials at 8:15 with $112,000 potentially up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot. That's at 8:15. The Power Trip returns after this on the fan.
KFAN welcomes some great shows to Grand Casino Arena in the next year, including Lionel Richie with Earth, Wind, and Fire on June 24th. Tickets are on sale now. All the details on our upcoming shows and concert page at KFAN.com keyword calendar.
Nailed it. All right, let's do more of what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports. Let's focus on the NCAA tournament because really matters. It was basically 12 straight hours yesterday. It was fantastic. Michigan State, the number 3 seed, beats our friends from North Dakota. North Dakota State loses 92-67 to the Spartans and Tom Izzo. That's just one thing that Izzo never does, right? Izzo just does not lose in the first round.
No.
He's... I don't know what his first round record is, but it's like just Sharpie, as Seth Davis would say, right? Like they're a guarantee to move on.
That was a destruction.
Yep. So Michigan State moving on. But what really matters is this.
Look up the goblin shark.
I've seen these a million times. Yeah, goblin sharks are messed up.
You've seen them a million times? I've never heard of them until right now. It looks like something out of Harry Potter.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. If you look up goblin shark, right? Because my guess is Google is going to feed everybody the same set of images right at the top of the page.
Yep.
The big one, the big picture all the way to the left, right? That's the exact picture that killed Sauce's dentist 30 years ago.
Brilliant. Those look like my teeth.
Damn it, Paul.
Damn it.
I hate these things.
Would you look at that thing?
Yeah, that thing.
No.
Would you look at that?
I don't want to.
Yeah, that thing's terrifying.
Yeah, for sure. It's
stomach churning.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Man.
There's a picture, one of the pictures of it eating another fish, and that other fish is screaming. Not because it's being eaten, it's scared.
Yep. Sometimes called a living fossil.
Yeah.
Scientists call the goblin shark.
That's terrifying.
Jeez.
I think they're found deep in the ocean.
You wish.
Deep. What do you mean, I wish? I wouldn't go deep in the ocean. It's scary in there.
Well, you got it open. Look up the Christmas tree worm.
Christmas tree worm, okay.
Worms suck.
God, are you judgy?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
It looks like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it looks like Santa Claus.
Looks nothing like a worm.
No.
The actual name for it is
Go ahead.
Spiro
Agnew.
Bronchus Giganteus.
Dear God. Come on, man. Try the second word again.
But I'm close on the first one. Spiro Branchus Gigantusia.
Wow.
I don't think you can say that.
Hang on, try saying the second word one more time, then I'm going to spell it for the listeners so they can all laugh at how far off you are. Try it one more time.
Gig and Giganteus.
Giganteus.
How would you pronounce it?
Not with gig.
Oh.
Probably a better start.
Giganteus?
There we go. I mean, like I don't know if that's right, but that's a much better guess.
It's
than Giganteus or whatever you said the first time. The Christmas tree worm. That's why they call it the Christmas tree worm. Way easier to say it that way.
Yeah, correct.
Giganteus. You got it.
Yeah, Giganteus.
You got it.
Giganteus.
Yeah, you've Googled that.
That's too.
Oh, so some people say Giganteus.
Oh,
Giganteus.
But that's the Latin.
Oh, no, not this. Wisconsin lost 83-82 to High Point.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about it?
That was
the Drunken Scotties going home. They get upset by 12th seeded High Point.
a lot of Wisconsin fans yesterday at the Hop House at Mystic Lake.
Oh, no.
They were pissed. That's a bad loss.
No,
Love it.
come on.
Love it.
This thing doesn't exist.
What really matters is this.
Look up a purple frog.
Well,
This thing hates itself.
This can't be that bad.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Meat
That
sauce.
son of a bitch.
That's how I feel.
I feel bad for this little bastard.
Ugh.
That's that thing. Its mom is sad.
Yep.
It looks like a shrew frog.
It looks like a blood clot.
Oh, this is. Can we not? Oh no,
Oh, buddy. I feel bad for
Look
you.
Yeah,
how
he's
tiny
having a
his
rough
eyes
day.
are. Something
Yeah.
that thing in a previous life was Hitler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That thing. Damn.
That thing sucks.
He hates himself. And
Yeah.
he can't see a mirror.
Yeah.
He just knows.
Yeah, he knows
just
he's
knows.
idiots.
But he probably sees other purple
Yeah.
frogs, and he's like, if that's what I look like, this.
Just
this.
end it.
And you know, the part of him that is horny still has to bang the other purple frog, but he hates himself for doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
You've banged an equivalent.
I feel like you're projecting.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you've slept with a few purple frogs. The one in Denver.
I hate myself, but
Ribbit.
I still have to do it.
Yeah, Ribbit. What are you doing?
Yeah, the purple frog, I think, can look down at a goblin shark and go, I'm better looking than you. But that's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it. This also says the purple frogs are native to Denver in the late 80s.
Yeah, that checks out. Man, this is really gross.
That is the weirdest.
Man.
Yeah,
Nature's fascinating and terrifying. Terrifying. All right, back to the old sports scores, right? Mm-hmm. North Carolina goes down in overtime to number 11 VCU. A 19-point comeback goes the way of VCU. 82-78. That game went to overtime. Carolina could not hit a shot in overtime. In fact, they might have missed all of their shots. I think maybe all three of their points were free throws, unless I'm misremembering.
I think you're correct. Yep.
And then at the end, the guy had two shots, two free throws to tie it.
Yeah.
Bricks the first one, so it has to try to intentionally miss the second one and throws it off the backboard, but didn't hit the rim, and
bad.
that was basically it.
That game was the definition of some of these guys in some of these games, and you're the higher seed. Once you get ahead, a lot of these teams kind of put it neutral. And some of these 1, 2, 3 seeds have the power where they're so good that they can just turn it back on and take over again. Like when Howard was down by 4 to Michigan and Michigan ran away in the second half. North Carolina put it in neutral when they went up like they did, and VCU just clawed back. That was maybe the best game to watch.
What
yesterday.
really matters, though, is this.
So imagine
Oh, no.
it's the middle of the night.
You told the purple frog to leave. Now you're calling someone else.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here.
You got to go, purple frog.
Imagine it's the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And you hear a rustling. And you open your window. And I know we've seen this animal before. But look up the II, which is spelled AYE-AYE. Imagine those eyes looking back at you.
That thing is saying, can you make it 100?
That son of a bitch is on crack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you look at his eyeballs?
Man.
Kill it.
Yeah. Kill it. Yeah, that thing's terrifying.
Sauce, for those that are driving or not currently Googling this, describe what this II looks like.
It looks like Gilbert Godfrey if you gave him a ton of cocaine.
What else does it look exactly like?
It looks like if you went... It looks like if you saw Jason take his mask off after he just did a rail of fentanyl.
What else does it look exactly like?
It looks like Ronald McDonald painted his eyes yellow and did a bunch of drugs and screwed up your order in the drive-thru.
And that was Meat Sauce with What Else Is It Exactly Like?
Not bad.
Thank you, Hawk.
So, what? So hang on. Let me see if I correctly recap this. Gilbert Godfrey and drugs, because it was cocaine. Jason Voorhees doing fentanyl, so drugs. And then Ronald McDonald doing drugs.
Yeah.
So 3 random names doing drugs.
Yeah, but this animal looks like it does a lot of drugs.
It does look like it is cracked out.
Yeah, thank you.
It does. You're welcome.
So does that look like John Ritter doing ecstasy?
Yeah. See, you get it.
Does it look like Bronson Pinchot doing Molly?
You do know. Who that
Just
is.
random 80s references. Just say yes. It's a guy doing drugs.
Bronson Pinchot.
Where did the Ronald McDonald painting his eyes yellow come from?
Well, I mean, his eyes are yellow.
His eyes are yellow.
Yeah, you're.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong image.
Are you still looking at the purple frog?
Oh, you're looking at that one. Oh, God. That's even...
Well,
the one I was looking at was kind of cute.
while you got the old Google open, look up Gulper.
Oh, your sister?
Gulper. Gulper eel.
Oh, I hate eels.
Ugh, eels are just...
Oh, man.
Oh, gross.
That looks like a
about
snake.
that thing? It is
It
a
just looks
snake
like a snake with a giant
with
face.
a giant head.
Yeah.
Yeah, grody.
That is the meat sauce of the eel world.
It looks like Mickey Rourke doing mushrooms.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
That is pretty gross. Man, there's live video of it. Well, not yet. Where's this bastard? Oh, there he is.
What does it look like?
It looks like...
Tom Selleck doing heroin?
Yeah, it looks like
Tom.
Betty Boop.
Oh, he switched
Snorting.
genders. Still doing drugs.
Betty Boop.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Woodhawk.
Oh, yeah. The voice of Betty Boop is the old lady in Christmas Vacation.
She sure is.
And Hawk for sure would. Aunt Bethany for sure he would.
She's dead, dude.
30 years ago.
Arkansas looks like they're going to be a handful. 97-78 over Hawaii. So the number 4 seeded Razorbacks moving on. I don't know, man.
Coach Cal, man.
I had not watched 1 second of Arkansas all season. But that team as a 4 looks like they got something.
All the guys that would have gone to Kentucky now go to Arkansas because of Calipari.
That's a super small sample size for me to analyze, but I watched a couple minutes of that game and I'm like, whoa, this team has a lot of stuff here. Like that squad a lot.
One of the players they think is the best player in the country that nobody talks about.
Oh.
I'll have to talk about him.
What's his face?
Well, maybe the best player in the country got booted yesterday. The kid from BYU,
how
they
about
lost
that?
in round 1. He scored 35, but they lost. What really matters, though, is this.
Okay.
No.
I know that we know this exists as well. But look up the naked mole rat.
Oh, gross. Oh.
Oh, man. Hell
I was
yeah.
friends with him in high school.
Oh. That thing's sad.
He's so cold.
Yeah, he is.
Don't put a shirt on.
Yeah.
Look at his teethers.
Doesn't it just look like he smells, too?
Yeah, probably.
What was his name in Kim Possible name? There we go. Rufus, that's right.
They had
Kim Possible?
a naked mole rat in Kim Possible?
Yep.
Did they really?
Ron's pet naked mole rat.
Oh, this thing. Oh, God. I just found something even grosser.
Oh, no.
Oh.
What is it?
Okay, look up a Paul Lambert. Oh, gross. Oh, my God. Oh, no.
Oh, how does it support that
Oh,
head?
Jesus. Oh, God, that's... God, nature's weird.
KFAN.com/watch.
Oh, God.
You guys all have small penises.
Look up the coffee drinking wobbler. It just wobbled.
Kane.
Oh, please don't look that one up.
I am uglier than the naked mole rat.
I disagree.
Here we go. Yeah.
So, well, Zach says you're better looking than Jacob Elordi.
That's the nicest thing he's ever said about me.
Look up the bi-swinging centerfish.
What? Oh, brilliant. Swinging center fish. That's nothing. It says vintage menswear. Things don't do anymore.
You don't get it?
Is this a
No. Why do I not get it?
You don't get the bit?
No. Don't get it. Oh. No, I don't get it. Do you get it?
No.
It's Tommy Olsen.
I just did the coffee drinking wobbler, and that was my
got it.
sauce joke.
I actually
and then
looked it up. I thought you were being serious. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry things don't go over the top of your head, Corey.
It's hard to get over the top of yours.
You should kiss multiple hot dogs the same time.
Kiss one of those mole rat things or whatever they're called. What are they called again?
Naked mole rat.
Oh, jeez. That's it, baby.
Hawk, how many of those frogs have you slept with in your life? The purple frog.
Papa?
See, did everybody not just hear him slurp?
Yeah, I did. I heard it.
Everybody
I hear it
hear
every
that.
time. No, he thinks you can't hear it. But
We all hear every slurp.
Yeah, true. Okay, but I don't do this.
You really, I'm doing it for exaggeration because you don't understand that it is like,
Oh, you slept with a purple frog.
Ugh. That noise is gross. Stop.
You or him.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. You will not hear it.
well, now you're actively thinking about not slurping. See, I still hear it. I heard it.
I heard it too.
We all heard it. Shh. There, you did it.
I didn't get a lot.
You didn't drink it.
Yeah, that was
You don't think you got
mind it.
any of it.
Oh, come on, man.
Golly, Ma.
That's hot. Right down my throat. Button bar.
Wow.
Jesus.
The news is next. Tom Pelissero in 30 minutes, unless he just turned around. Initials at 8:15. Marty Gelder in like 45 minutes as well. She'll be here a little bit late, but be here in time for the game. $112,000 potentially up for grabs. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.